Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Dusty. I hope you all are doing okay out there. I'm an electronics reviewer, and right now I'm on a kick of getting as many wireless earbuds as I can get and reviewing those. And I've got a good collection right now of the top earbuds that you can get, and I'm going to rank those for you so you don't have to go out there and buy them like I did. And hopefully you'll be able to pick out the ones that work for you. I'm going to rank them by sound quality mainly because the reason we get earbuds, the main reason we get earbuds is for the sound. The battery life, most of them are between 3, 6, and maybe 8 hours, but you can always recharge them. That's not that big of a deal. But the big deal is the sound. How do they sound when you put them in your ear? Are you going to listen to music? Are you going to enjoy the music? What's the music going to sound like? So what we're going to do is we're going to go over the earbuds that I've got, and I'm going to do a review on those and rank them in order and tell you what the top ones are to get for the money and the best ones that I like. Now, it's going to be subjective. Everybody's going to have a different opinion upon the earbuds that they get. You might be surprised on the ones that I pick for the top ones, especially if you've been watching other people's reviews. But this is going to be a real review from a real person. Don't get any type of endorsements from anybody. Went out and bought these myself. So this is a true review. So pay attention to what I say, and I think you'll really like the headphones that we come up with. All right, here's my collection. So we got the Bose, we've got the Gear Icon X, we've got the JBLs, we've got the Amps Air, the Sabbat E12, Galaxy Buds. We've got a random pair of Amazon earbuds, the true wireless stereo earbuds, and we've got the Jabra Elite earbuds. So let's take a look at these and see which ones we come up with and which ones are going to be the winners. We're going to start with the pair that probably most everybody is most familiar with, which is going to be the Bose SoundSport Free. These earbuds, you can get them for around $199. These are good earbuds to get if you want to spend the money out there. I want to kind of show you what they look like from the inside. They have a pretty large case on them. The case does charge the earbuds pretty well. Now, the thing that everybody does not like about these earbuds, they stick out of your ear quite a bit. But again, we're talking about sound quality here, and mainly sound quality only. Now, this is what these sound like. They have a really good sound stage with them, a good presence of treble, good mids, and good bass. If you like your bass, these are pretty heavy on the bass. They do kind of rattle a little bit, not in a bad way, in a good way. The thing about them though is when you have them in your ear, they're not noise canceling and they do leak sound. So if you have them in your ear and you're playing them in public, other people are going to be able to hear your sound if you're playing them at a high volume. They do have quite a bit of controls on them as well. You can turn the volume up and down, which all the earbuds don't do that, but that's something that's really good to have on the earbuds, a good feature to have. But we'll kind of rank these in just a minute. But again, good sound stage, good treble, good bass, overall good quality. They stick out of your ears. They're gonna leak sound, and you're gonna be able to hear sound through them as well. Another thing is the comfort of them. These are not very comfortable. If I wear these for, an hour, they really start to hurt my ears. They have these wingtips on them, and they stick in your ear, and you kind of turn them, and they hold them in your ear. So the comfort level of these is not great. They are the Bluetooth 5.0, so they're going to connect to your device very well. You're not going to have any connectivity issues. Talking on the phone with them, you're going to be able to hear pretty clear as well. Not as well as some of the other ones. So that's the Bose SoundSport Free. So we'll put them back in the case, close them up, and get them charged again, and move on to the next ones. These are another set of earbuds that you're probably really familiar with. These are the Jabra Elites. These are not the Sport Edition. These are the regular edition. A lot of people will go out there and buy these. These are, pretty expensive. You're going to spend around, $179 to $200 from these, depending on where you get them. The The sound quality of these, I'll go ahead and tell you right now, I am not impressed with them at all. If you listen to music, again, talk about music with these, the sound is very light. You don't have a lot of high volume with them. There's very limited bass. The treble is decent. The sound quality is just decent. So for the amount of money that you're going to pay for these, basically what you're paying for is different features on these. These do have probably more features than the rest of the earbuds that I have. But again, just with features alone, I'm not going to buy the, earbuds. They are fairly comfortable in your ear. So when you wear them, you can wear them for, about 2 hours before you really start noticing them. And, they don't stick out of your ear very much. So they're, pretty, low profile. But the sound, again, the treble is about the best thing that you get out of these. Very limited bass, very limited sound quality when you listen to music is not fun. I like to enjoy listening to my music, and I like it to be fun and exciting, and these are just dull. So we'll put these back in the case, and we'll move on to the next one, and then we'll again rank them in order. These are the new Galaxy Buds that you can get from Samsung. The case is really low profile. One of the features on the case is you can charge this on the back of your Samsung S10 phones, and also charging stations and everything. That's really cool to be able to do that. But again, talking about sound. Let's pull these open. When I first got these, I did a review of them, and I was very disappointed because I could barely hear out of them. One thing that you're going to have to do is you're going to have to set the sound up with them. You go into the app, go to the touchpad, and you set them up for volume up and down, and then you hold the right earbud down until you get the volume all the way up, and then you're going to be able to really hear the sound quality of them and get a good idea of what they sound like. Now, I was fairly impressed with these. They have good treble. They have punchy bass. It's not the deep bass, but the bass is there. It's noticeable. The volume is fairly loud. It's not as loud as some of the other ones that I have, but the music is enjoyable with them. They're comfortable when you put them in your ear, and these have a good battery life with them too. So I do like these. Again, you're going to get good treble with them, punchy bass, not a lot of volume with them, but enough volume. They're not too terribly light on the volume side of it, but again, there are louder earbuds out there. But that's the Galaxy Buds right there. Put them back in the case, and we'll move on to the next. Now moving on, these are the Gear Icon X Samsung Galaxy Buds. These are the prequel to the new Galaxy Buds. So let's open these up and kind of take a look at them. They do fit in your ear really nicely. They have the little wingtips on them. They're very comfortable in your ear. Talking about sound quality here. They're good with your phone. I do like to take these with me because they fit in my pocket really well, and I can talk on the phone with them. When you use your Google app, these work very well with that. But when I'm listening to music, I do not use these whatsoever. The sound quality to these, if I can explain those to you, is very dull. Very limited treble, very limited bass, very limited sound quality overall. So when you listen to music, it's very boring with these. That's probably the best way to describe it. Just boring. For the money, these are actually more expensive than the Galaxy Buds, and they're not as good as quality, and they're definitely not as good sounding. But again, if you want to take these with you to use them for your phone and everything, they're great for it. But for the money, the Galaxy Buds are definitely going to be a better bet for you. But again, sound quality, these are dull sounding. Very, very limited bass. Treble is kind of shoddy, and the volume is not very loud. So that's kind of what those sound like. Moving on. These are the JBL Free. Now, I'll have to say JBL is one of my favorite brands. Harman Kardon is the one that is behind them. So the sound quality you're going to get is always going to be very, very good with them. Let me open these up and kind of explain the sound quality of these. Now, one thing, the first thing that I can say about these is when I put them in my ear, they do have good bass. It's not overwhelming bass. It doesn't take over all the sound, but if you do like bass and you want to have that that bump with it, these do have a good bump with them. Treble is pretty good. Volume level is pretty good with them. Overall, these are pretty good. The price on these are not too terribly bad. You can pick these up on Amazon for, I think I got these for about $149 or whatnot, which was not too terribly bad for the money. With using these with phones and everything with calls is not very good, but again, listening to music with these is pretty fun, pretty exciting because you have that bass thump in there with them. They do get fairly loud and they do sound fairly well. Again, you got that Harman Kardon sound with them, so you know that they're going to sound, at least fairly good. So that's the JBL Freeze, and we'll move on to the next. This is a pair of cheap Amazon true wireless stereo earbuds that I got. I wanted to try out a brand under $50. These were only $39 and kind of see what I could get for the money. And let's open them up and take a look at them and kind of go over them. They're kind of plain. They do fit in your ear very nicely. They're pretty comfortable actually. And the sound quality of these for $39 is actually not bad at all. The bass it's kind of muddy when you turn it up. It does have a little bit of bass to it, but when you turn the volume up louder, it is muddy. They're saying you do get what you pay for. With these, it kind of does come into play. They're fairly loud. Treble is okay. Sound quality is okay. If you're looking to just spend a little bit of money, want to go work out with something, $39 is not bad for these. But they are muddy sounding, a little bit on the weak sounding headphones or earbuds. So overall for $39, not bad, but you can get better for just a little bit more money, and we'll go into that in just a minute. So that is the true wireless stereo earbuds from Amazon for $39. These are the Soul Republic version 1, the Amps Air. I really went and picked these up because I have a pair of the Soul Republic Shadow that go behind the ear and everything, and I really like the sound of them. They had really deep bass with them, and the sound to me was just exciting and enjoyable. So I was like, if that's what that's going to sound like, so let me try these out and see what these are going to sound like. So let's open these up and take a look at them. These fit in your ear really nicely. They're snug. I can barely tell when I have them in my ear. They're also noise canceling. I don't know if they're supposed to be noise canceling or not, but they do block out the volume of your surroundings. And I think that's one of the reasons that the bass on these is so pronounced. Out of all the earbuds that I have, these have the best bass. And I'm telling you, these are deep bass and it is rattling. You cannot get bass like this unless you have the over-ear headphones. I have not found any other wireless earbuds that have as much bass as these. Now, the treble, the bass does overtake the treble a little bit, but it is very enjoyable listening to music with these. It's a good experience, and these get loud. These are the loudest earbuds that I have as well. I cannot listen to these at full volume because they're just too loud. But these again are really bassy. The price on these is only $79. So you can get the Amps Air 2 now that have came out, but the quality of those, I've done a lot of reviews on them. They sound almost exactly like these. The only difference really is the Bluetooth connection. And you might have a little issue with the connection on these. One way to fix that is to double click the top of these. And when you double click them, the white buttons, once they line up and blink together, they'll be paired together. So that's the only drawback to these that I've found. But these are really enjoyable. I do like listening to music with these. These are one of my favorite ones to listen to music with. So that's the Amps Air. Next we have the Sabbat E12. Now the reason I got these, I did listen to some reviews online, and They were really good reviews. I've never heard of this brand before, so I decided, they're not that expensive. They're $79.99. Decided to pick them up and kind of take a look at them and see what they sound like. So let's open these up. These, I have to say, are probably the most comfortable earbuds that I have. When I have them in my ear, I cannot even tell that I have them in my ear. I actually go to bed with them in my ear and listen to music and can't even tell that they're there. I will say the sound quality on these is quite amazing. As far as bass quality goes, they are right behind the Soul Republics. They do have the deep bass. Don't really have the punchy bass, but it in the mids, but the bass is there. Treble is very pronounced, and these get loud. So, listening to music with these is very, very enjoyable. I will have to say these are, another one of my favorite ones to listen to music with. Treble's good, volume's good, bass is good. The mids is lacking just a little bit, but you're paying $79 for a pair of earbuds, and that are extremely comfortable, very low profile, fit in your ear very nicely. So you really can't go wrong with these. So that is the Sabbat E12, and we'll move on. All right, now it's time to find out how they rank and in which order I would purchase these. Now, first ones that I would probably get rid of and put to the side are going to be the Amazon version, the regular true earbuds that you can get for $39. I would set those to the side and probably spend a little bit more money and get something different. So we'll set those to the side. The next ones that I would probably get rid of, believe it or not, are going to be the Jabra. The Jabra have really good reviews, and I just don't know why. The sound of these is just not that good at all. And for the money, there is a ton of other headphones out there that you can get. They're 10 times better than these, 100 times better than these. These are just not very good for me. I'll probably sell these because I don't ever listen to these. They just don't sound very good. So we'll set those to the side. The next ones on my list that I would get rid of would be the Samsung Icon X. Again, with these, the sound is just not very good. It's kind of limited. It's just kind of a dull sounding sound. That's probably the best way to describe it. It's just very dull. You can get the new Galaxy earbuds for cheaper, and the new Galaxy earbuds are better. So I'll set those to the side. Now keep in mind, we are ranking these on music and which ones sound best with music. This has nothing to do with battery life. This has nothing to do with call sound or anything like that. This is just basically listening to music, which most people buy headphones to listen to music. So again, the next ones that I would get rid of would be the Galaxy Buds. Now, I do like the Galaxy Buds, and for the price of these, they're not bad. I'd recommend picking these up, but if you can get a pair that's gonna be better with music, there's more out there that are better than these. But I do recommend these. So if you want to purchase these, you can't go wrong. They do sound good. You got the punchy bass with them. You have the good sound. Pretty good sound stage with them, and they do work well with the Amazon products. So we'll set these to the side. Now, it's kind of hard to pick from these. What we have left is the Soul Republic, the Bose, and the Sabbat E12. The next ones I would get rid of are going to be the Bose. And the reason I get rid of these is probably the comfort of them. They're just not very comfortable when you put them in your ears. The sound is really good. So if you're looking for good sound, you're not going to go wrong with the Bose. You're really not. You're going to enjoy these, but they're going to start hurting your ears, and they stick out of your ears too. So if you want a low profile headphone, these are not the headphones for you. But the sound is good. You have really good bass, really good treble, really good sound stage, really good volume from them. So to pick these up, you're not going to go wrong. So, they're not my favorite. All right, so we have left the Sabbat E12 and the Soul Republics. So it comes down to these two, believe it or not. And both of these are $79. So you can get the top two, in my opinion, for listening to music for under $100. Now, for bass, So Republic, they've got that down. But overall sound quality with bass and treble and volume and everything, the Sabbat E12 is the winner. So $79 for these, and you have a case that's also chargeable with the back of your S10 phones, and also the charging stations as well. These are very, very comfortable in your ear, and overall sound of these are the best for the money, and actually just the best. So Sabbat E12 are the winner. Leave me some comments. Go check them out. See what you think. Hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And y'all have a great day.